From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Tuesday morning to you. A couple weeks of nothing but weather updates. This is what we were waiting for. Let's start in softball from yesterday afternoon. Springs beat North Fondy 2-0 from Smith Field. Gracie Conkle dominated in the circle. She was able to survive a few errors behind her as well. Conkle worked out of jams in the final 3 innings. That included a bases-loaded jam in the 5th. She says her confidence in her teammates never wavered.
Yeah, I just knew that if I pitched it to the right location that my teammates would have my back, and, I did.
Mayville and WLA was a matchup of reigning Flyway co-champs, and it took an extra frame to settle it. Mayville's Hayden Schabel hit a 2-run shot to walk it off, 3-1 the final. Allie Schwartz got the win with 12 strikeouts for the Cardinals. Junior Maddie Anhalt got the loss for the Vikings despite giving up just 4 hits and striking out 11. Campbellsport beat Omro 11-1, and Olivia McCarty dealt a 6-inning no-hitter. Offensively, Megan McCarty drove in 3 runs. And finally, Lemira handled Laconia 8-2, the final in Rosendale. Haley Caspery went the distance for the Lions, recording 10 strikeouts, and Taylor Bloom drove in 5 runs. In baseball, just one conference game, Campbellsport put down an early stake in the ground in the conference with an 11-1 win against Springs in 6 innings. The Cougars scored 5 runs in both the 3rd and 4th innings to blow the game open. Riley Coleman pitched 5 innings of 5-hit ball to get the win for the Cougars. No score reported from Mayville's game against Livingworth Lutheran. In girls soccer, 9th-ranked Springs lost their first match of the season to 2nd-ranked Cedar Grove, Belgium, 4-0 the final last night from Smith Field. The Rockets, led by junior phenom Cora Erickson, who had a second-half hat-trick. Ledger goalkeeper Annie Barr had 8 saves. Elsewhere, Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah beat Lemira 10-0, and Omro lost at Amherst 3-2 the final there. And finally, Springs Golf finished 2nd in Sheboygan at Riverdale Country Club. Today's schedule doesn't slow down at all. Let's start with baseball. It's a full conference slate this afternoon. Here are this week's Tuesday-Thursday matchups. Springs takes on Omro, today's game at Herbaker Field. Campbellsport faces Laconia, today's game in Rosendale at Taylor Park. WLA and Lemira get after it. Today is from Seibel Field at WLA. And finally, North Fondy and Mayville play this week. Today's game at Fireman's Park in Mayville. All games 4:30 first pitches. On the softball front, 2 conference games that were reschedules from last week. Omro hosts Lemira, and Campbellsport travels to Smithfield for a game against Springs. In non-conference softball action, North Fondy is on the road at Kewaskum, and Mayville plays host to Random Lake. Mayville Random Lake is a 5 p.m. first pitch, otherwise looking at 4:30 starts. Girls soccer has another full slate as well. Lemira on the road at Ozaki and Campbellsport home against Clintonville. Both those matches kick at 4:30. The 6 p.m. window has Omro at St. Mary Catholic and North Fondy at Little Chute. And then at 7 tonight, WLA hosts Oostburg. Mayville is at Kohler to take on the Blue Bombers. And associate member Hustisford Dodgeland is home against Central Wisconsin Christian. And finally, it's the first Flyway golf meet of the year. All 9 teams, 8 full members, plus associate members St. Lawrence Seminary, all head down to Camelot Golf Course in Lemira for the Lions home meet. Not sure where we'll be tonight, but hopefully we'll get some baseball or softball before heading to soccer this evening. You can find all that coverage at flywayfocus.com. With your Tuesday Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King.